So today we are going to do Swiss roll, an egg-free Swiss roll. Okay. Now trust me, to get this egg-free Swiss roll, I had to try out and experiment with quite a few recipes to get this kind of texture and this kind of that we can roll the Swiss roll, that it needs to be foldable. So I hope you all enjoy it, and let's start with our Black Forest egg-free Swiss roll today. Okay, so what we're going to start with, the very first step that we have to do is just start with making our base for our Swiss roll. First, we need to take condensed milk, so we have in a bowl, I have taken condensed milk and I have taken oil. Okay, so I am using canola oil. You can use any vegetable oil, that's perfectly fine. I'm going to take a hand beater and start by beating the condensed milk and canola oil mixture. Okay. We just have to beat it for 30 seconds, not more than 30 seconds. 30 seconds is good enough. Now I'm going to start by sieving all our dry ingredients together. So here I have all-purpose flour, cocoa powder, baking soda and baking powder. Okay. And we need warm water. So water, we have to microwave it for around 30 seconds. Now I'm going to start by sieving all our dry ingredients together. Going to give it a mix with a spatula. Okay, I'm going to add the condensed milk mixture over here right now to my dry ingredients. Okay. Now the last step, not last step actually, the second last. Now the last step, that is adding the warm water. Okay, it's a little bit hot, so I have microwaved it for 30 seconds. I'm going to add this with the help of a spatula. I'm just going to give it a mix. Now I'm going to beat it with a beater for say around 15 to 20 seconds. Guys, whatever questions you have, please note it down or just put it in your comments. I'm going to get back to you post the demo that we have. Okay. So here we have our batter ready. So if you want to see the consistency, it's a very thick, thin pourable batter, okay? Yeah. So this is the consistency of our batter. Now what we have to do next, okay, so now I'm using a square frame. Okay, if you do not have the square frame, you can use your normal rectangular cake pan. That works well. Okay, and ideally you can, if you're using a cake pan, you need to line it with a parchment paper, apply some oil and dust with flour. Okay, that's something really important. Now I'm using those silicone mats, so I'm not using a parchment paper as such. I'm just going to pour the batter. So the recipe that I'm going to tell you, it's for 2 frames. The size of the mold, size of the frame, I will tell you post the session in your recipe comment. I'm going to take a angular palette knife, just even it out. It should be a very thin layer. You cannot make it into a thick layer, otherwise it will be very difficult while you have to roll it. While it's going to bake, it's not going to rise much. Now I'm just going to everything for washing, so our workstation is a bit clean. Now this batter I'm going to bake it at 180 degrees, okay, for hardly 3 to 4 minutes, not more than 3 to 4 minutes. Okay, now here I have the pre-baked rolls for you, the Swiss rolls. Be very gentle, very careful that you don't have to, okay, be very gentle with your, the Swiss rolls, because you don't want to have any cracks. So I have 2 Swiss roll sheets over here. What I'm going to do now is take some whipped cream. Now this whipped cream is with a soft peak, okay, it's not very stiff, it's very soft peaks. I'm going to take a bowl, add some whipping cream to it, just give me a minute. Now you can use dairy whipping cream, you can use non-dairy, okay, either works fine. Ideal would be that you use a dairy whipping cream. Now the next what I'm going to add is some Madagascar vanilla essence. Okay, I'm going to add the Fab Madagascar vanilla essence. I'm going to add few drops of it. I'm going to give it a nice mix. Now I'm using a non-dairy whipping cream, so I haven't added any sugar. But if you are using a dairy whipping cream, you need to add some amount of sugar, okay, to it. Like say for 1 liter, around 100 grams of sugar, powdered sugar. I'm going to take a hipful of whipping cream. Take an angular palette knife and start evening it out, okay. Make sure that the Swiss roll sheet is really cooled down. If it's not cooled down, it will start to melt your whipping cream. So what we are using a whipping topping right now, as of now. But either you use a dairy whipping cream or a non-dairy topping, make sure that the cake is really cooled down. Just even it out. I'm going to also show you how to roll a spring roll while it is warm and hot, okay? So So that once it is baked, as of now, I'm just going to show you how to do the filling. All the excess, I'm just going to get it off. A very thin and even layer, okay? We do not need too much of whipping cream in it, or else it will not roll well. And make sure that it is even. Now the next step, what I'm going to add is a fresh cherry jam. We had made this very recently. You can use any store-bought cherry jam also, or you can just make your own jam. Any kind of cherry filling that you have to use. So I'm going to add it on top of it. You can also add some pieces of fresh cherries, that will work well as well. Okay, so now this is evened out, this is done. Next thing, I'm going to start rolling it again. Okay, now when you start to roll it, be very gentle. You make sure that you're not applying too much of pressure, because if you apply too much of pressure, the Swiss roll sheet might tend to crack. Okay, so be very gentle with it. We're almost done. Now the excess, I'm going to, first thing I'm going to shift this on a chopping board as of now, okay? Now here I think it's not really tightly wrapped, so make sure that it's tightly wrapped. Just going to discard this. I'm going to take a sharp knife. You can take a cake knife, that works well. Okay. Now I'm going to shift this on a turntable, okay? Now this is the excess cream, excess edges. I've chopped off the edges. If you have to see, this is the edges, okay? This is not the even part actually. I've put it on a turntable right now. I'm going to add some cream on top. Just trying to even it out. Making sure that there is cream on all the sides. Now this I'm going to shift it on a board. Now here I've shifted it on a board. Give me a minute. I'm going to just add some chocolate, the grated chocolate kind of. Now I've added some chocolate on top. I'm just going to clean the board. Okay, and I'm going to place some cherries on top. I'm going to just come there and show it to you. How does it actually look? Here is our Swiss roll, the Black Forest Swiss roll. See, it's a bit messy, but you can see the rolls over here. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to show you, before we end our session, I'm going to show you how to roll a Swiss roll, okay? Give me a minute, guys. Just give me a minute. I need to clear the workstation a bit. Okay guys, now these are the Swiss roll cakes, the sheets that we had baked, okay? Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a parchment paper. And some icing sugar. Sorry, caster sugar, okay? Not icing sugar, caster sugar. I'm going to sprinkle some caster sugar on top. Okay, I'm going to place the parchment paper on top of it. Now, I'm going to just get it off. Just give me a minute. I need to actually remove this. Tray. Caster sugar again. Now flip it upside down. Okay, be very gentle while removing it. You need to actually remove it while it is very warm. Okay, we have let it cool down a bit, which is not ideal. Okay, you need to demold it while it is out of the oven. Okay, just when it is out of the oven, you need to rest it hardly for 2 or 3 minutes, dust sugar, and then start demolding it. If you do not do it, it's going to start setting, and that's not something which we require over here. Now I'm going to take a roll, like a rod. Okay, any kind of steel rod, a plastic rod, anything works. Just place it like this, and then eventually very gently start rolling it out. You need to add the icing sugar so it does not stick to the parchment paper. Now that's how it needs to be rolled. Okay, you're going to rest it like this for say about 10 minutes and then remove the rod. Okay, so this is how it's supposed to be done.